So I wanted to show everybody this book before we start to learn crochet. I refer to this as the Bible. I was gifted this a little while ago, and of all my pattern books, this is easily the best. Like I said, I refer to it as the Bible. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend getting this. Not for the patterns, but I will show you why I recommend getting this. Let's start off with, it starts with some wonderful crochet basics, and then goes into all the information you need to know about your hooks, the sizes like the US metric style, US style, and then the Australian metric style. Then we go on, we have some stitches, different types of stitches. Step-by-step instructions on how to do those. We even have some fancy ones in here. Then we go to the written sections and the term conversions and all that. So I do everything in US terminology. There is also a UK terminology, so this will help you convert it. If you come across a UK pattern that says to do a double crochet, it's actually a single crochet in US or vice versa. So that is really, really helpful as well. Then we get on to reading patterns. This side is all the abbreviations you will need to know when it comes to reading patterns. Literally everything you will ever come across is right here. If you're reading a diagram pattern, everything you're ever going to need to know is here. Every single symbol, what they mean, that'll help you read a diagram pattern. With this book also, it tells you how to join them, different ways of joining your granny squares, but then it doesn't just give you the granny square written pattern, it also gives you the diagram pattern. This is great because if you ever want to learn how to read diagram patterns, this will help you reference to understand exactly what you're doing, because you can look at this one, look at how it is on this. Can't go wrong. So every single one has its own diagram, own written pattern. Then when you finally have learnt and are confident enough, we go to the back of this book and we have a whole bunch of different projects. Coasters, scarves, shawls, you name it. I believe there's some blankets in here. There's a dress, a coverall, vests, more vests, nice top, scarves. I believe there was a bag. I believe there is some blankets in here. Yep. So yeah. Anyone that wants to learn, I definitely recommend going and grabbing this book because it has all the information in there. So if you need to refer to anything, instead of going back and replaying all the videos, you don't necessarily have to. You can look through this anytime you want and learn how to read and understand both written and diagram patterns, understand conversions in hooks and terms, understand how to read diagram patterns, written patterns. Then there's a few great projects to make with a really good selection of different types of granny squares. So personally, if you're going to start learning, get yourself this as well because you definitely cannot go wrong. And hopefully my tutorials will be easy enough to understand that you don't need this book anyway, but you never know. Always a good backup.